This is Brian with Squeaky Clean. I wanted to show you a couple techniques on how to do high windows without necessarily getting a ladder. You can also see that there's some stairs here. You know, on TikTok, I see all these guys coming out very young and they buy these DI tanks and they have their shorts and their rags tucked in their pocket and they're coming out saying that they're a professional window cleaning company. I'm sorry guys, that's not the way it works. You still have to do the inside of the glass. It needs to be done with the squeegee, and most of your window cleaning that can be done with the squeegee is always going to look better. In fact, it's always going to look squeaky clean. So I'm going to get up here on these windows. I'm going to do a quick little video, show you how it's done. Let me know your thoughts. All right, when you first start scrubbing, make sure you leave 1/8 of an inch on the top edge of the window dry. That way, when you do your first strokes, you're not having to dry your squeegee. Make sure you scrub the windows up good. This is a quarterly customer. That's why we're not using a scouring pad. Otherwise, we would add a pad to our cleaning process. Now, as I come up, I don't have to dry my squeegee because I left 1/8 of an inch at the top. And as long as you keep that squeegee on the top dry, you can make all your side strokes, leaving 3 inches or 4 inches on each side to lubricate for your downstrokes. You can see here, do a nice little tap on the top to dry it, bring the squeegee down, and make sure you dry it because this is going to make that window at the top a lot cleaner. If you don't dry it, you're going to smear water down. And then again, I got to do a little side stroke here because I left 1/8 of an inch dry and come across. Now it's time to use my little squeegee to do my little cuts. This allows us to just have a cleaner look on the window, and it's very easy to learn this way. If you were trying to fan all of this stuff, you're just generally going to leave more stuff on there, especially someone coming new into the industry. If you're an expert at fanning and doing that stuff, of course your windows are going to look better. But just starting out, these little down pulls right here to do your edges is so easy to learn, and if you start doing that, you're going to realize, wow, this is a very easy way to clean a window without leaving a lot of mistakes. Now it's the drying process. I took my Huck towel, put it on. I have this little clip, and now we're going to go ahead and dry our edges. And as you dry your edges, you can do 1 or 2 maneuvers, but when you get to the next window, rotate the rag to another dry spot and do your edges. Every time you do this, you need to have a dry spot on the rag, or you're just going to leave smears on the window that you're going to have to come and fix later. So as you can see, as a professional window cleaner that does commercial and residential, the advantage we have is when we're using our poles, we can literally clean almost any window anywhere. DI tanks are helpful on windows that may be unsafe at 40 feet or 30 feet where you can't get up to. But to overall use a DI tank on windows that are dirty, especially where we live, they just don't get clean. So this is just one example of when you say you're professional, that you can use all tools in your toolbox to be able to get to windows without having to use a ladder or do other things, and they're still going to come out, well, squeaky clean. The other thing I want to mention real quick, safety. When you can get better at the pole and get better at what you're doing, you're going to find that you're keeping yourself further on the ground, which is the safest place for us. And we all know it as professionals. We always take that risk with those ladders. I hope this video is helpful. We'll see you on the next one.